Hi everyone, welcome to Crafting Carnivore-ish. I'm Hyla and this is a January 2024 vlog. So this is my first vlog of 2024. I don't know how many I'll do a month. I may just do one a month. We'll see. But I do have a lot of to discuss. I got some more Jobby coffee because I forgot to skip my subscription or to put it on hold. Just canceled it for now and then I'll redo it when I get low. I had ordered on Black Friday and ordered like 5 bottles. I just got 4 more bottles. And when I put those 5 bottles up, well, I put one in the refrigerator. So when I put that 4 bottles up, I realized I still had 2 more bottles. So I have 6 bottles and then 4 bottles. I'm going to be set for a while. So I'm not going to need to order some for a while. But in my new subscription, I got 4 bottles. I'm trying to remember what I got. When I got a shipping notification, I was like, no! But at least I won't have to buy any for a long time. I believe I got the caramel brulee, the French vanilla, and the regular, the original, and that's what I got. And I like to keep them in the bubble wrap because they are glass, so they can break. So I keep them in the bubble wrap, and I keep them in this, and I keep them sealed up, and I put them in my extra basket that I have in the bottom of the pantry, and they're all nice, safe, and secure until I want them. Now I have some other coffee. I hope that wasn't too loud. I have some other coffee that I'm trying that they sent me for free, and I'm doing a little video on that, so you'll see me try that a couple of different ways. Let's see if you can get that close up. So I really appreciate them. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description for that because there is a discount code, and it was really, really good. The one that I've tried so far was really, really good. So for like a hot cup of coffee, anyone that likes classic coffee, you want your hot cup of coffee, you want some flavored coffee, this is it. It was really good. Let's see, I just went to the doctor this week and had my blood work done, and so there's a few things on that. I did screenshot a lot of the results from this year and then the ones from a year ago, so you'll see the difference in a year, and you're gonna be amazed at how much my blood work changed in a year. So last year I was about a little over 6 months on the ketogenic and carnivore diet, do both, and so now it's been a little over a year and a half. Amazing the difference, but there's one thing that I'm concerned about. My glucose was way up, and it went from, screenshot it, but I don't have it in front of me. I think it went from 93 last year to 126 this year, and 126 is the bottom of the pre-diabetic numbers. And so I do this online my chart, and when I do blood work or any kind of test, it just, as soon as it's ready, it comes through. I get an email notification. I get to log in. I get to see it before even the doctor gets to see it. The next day when she saw it, she left me notes on all the lab work and was talking about how much everything else had looked so much better, and then that there was a couple of things that were a little high, and she added the glucose but didn't want to do anything about it. So I messaged her, and this is something I want people to think about, is you know your body better than anybody else, and don't let them gaslight you, or don't just take their word for something. Like if something doesn't feel right to you, you need to speak up. Like I said, you know your body better than anybody else. And I was concerned that she wasn't concerned about that. So I messaged her and I said, I don't understand why you don't, how did I put it? I don't understand why I shouldn't be concerned about these numbers, the glucose numbers. I said, first of all, I have a family history of diabetes. My dad died from diabetes because he didn't know he was a diabetic until he went into a coma and passed away. Secondly, it went up over 30 points in a year. Third, I told her ketogenic diet. She knows that I eat this way. I never said carnivore diet. I've always just said ketogenic because most people are familiar with that, not carnivore, so I always just say ketogenic. But I said I'm still eating the ketogenic diet, which I have been eating for over a year. And I was fasting 16, 17 hours when I came to the office, only with, only drinking water. That was all I had. I said, this was a fasting blood work. So was last year's. So I named off all these things. Well, she immediately responded. I'm not joking. It was like almost immediate, and said, I'm going to set you up for an A1C testing, see if you're pre-diabetic. So the lab is supposed to be getting in contact with me. I don't know what's involved with that yet or anything like that. She did say that it'll check my blood work in a 3-month period. So I'm sure there's some of you that have done this and you know what it is. I have no idea. I have no idea what's involved in that. But so talking about that, y'all, I think most of you know that I'm going through menopause as well. And I have been really dealing with a lot of symptoms. There's been extreme fatigue. My eating has been all over the place, weird cravings. There was a long time where I didn't even eat red meat. I just started eating red meat again. I just couldn't tolerate it. Right now, it's just hamburger patties is the only thing that I'm eating right now for red meat. The weight gain, I didn't even, that was another thing at the doctor's office when they told me to get on the scale. I said, I don't want to know what it is. I'm not looking. I don't want to know what it is. Seriously, it won't do me any good. And so they did not, and I could probably look it up on my chart, but I skipped that part. I don't want to know. It would not do me any good. But anyway, I'm dealing with all this, like the fatigue. I can't get enough sleep. I want to sleep during the day. I just want to sleep all the time. Sinus and allergy, have not been able to get rid of that for probably going on 2 months now. So all this stuff, and then to find that out, and I'm like, maybe that's part of these symptoms as well. It may be more than just the menopause, and maybe I don't know, can menopause like trigger something could it trigger me to be pre-diabetic? I don't know. I don't know how all this works. You got hormones and they can do all kinds of crazy stuff to your body. So it's just, one more thing that's being added to, but if I can get it figured out and get it under control, then that will be awesome. It's better to know than not know on some things. Your weight? Nah. It depends. Some people need to know what their weight is. Better deal with it. For me, it just would not be good. Today I walked for 20 minutes. I have not been exercising very much either. I don't want to say it all, but it's been very sporadic. Most of the time when I start exercising, like I'm dealing with all this, and I feel like I get short of breath sometimes, and then other times I have like these really intense hot flashes. For even if I start walking for just a couple of minutes, my ears will turn bright red, my face will turn bright red, and I just feel like, and then also feel like I can't breathe as well when I'm dealing with that. So I try to get back into the exercise, because definitely if this turns out, then I do need to be exercising daily. So walking is a good thing to start again. I feel like I'm always restarting walking, but hopefully I can get into a good pattern. But I was just going to walk 10 minutes since I haven't been walking. And then once I got into it, I was listening to a podcast. And so I was able to do 20 minutes with no problem. So hopefully I can continue that and then build up to 45 minutes to an hour at least. So there was a time when I walked 2 or 3 hours a day, 4 or 5 days a week. And yeah, so it just depends on where you're at. I'm going to show screenshots of a lot of the blood work. I only did mostly stuff that you've seen that like maybe was high and now normal or closer to normal, or stuff that was low and is now normal. You're going to see all of those. You'll see the stuff that's like big improvements. I didn't screenshot everything because there was a lot of stuff that was all in normal range. But even the stuff in normal range, like you could see, a lot of it was like a big difference too, like closer to more mid-normal and stuff. And maybe there was something that was on the edge of high or on the edge of low, and now it's more normal. She also did the thyroid. She always does the TSH and the T4. So I'm going to show those two. One of them, I think it was TSH, was higher than what it was before, but the T4 was fine. So yeah, I'll show all those. There was the metabolic panel, the lipid panel. I can't remember what all they are, but I'm going to show some of those so you can see those and see what a difference it makes. So if anybody is new in this way of eating, there it is in black and white. Well, it's not black and white, but you see it's right there from a year ago to this year, what a difference it's made. Even going through all the stuff that I'm going through medically, you can see an improvement in my blood work, which is awesome. It's really, really awesome. And so this is where I'm at right now. And yeah, that's all I have to show. I can't think of anything else. So I hope y'all are having a wonderful New Year's. Happy 2024. I had to write one check on the first day of January and I wrote 2023. I always write the wrong year when I have to write a check. And you know, these days we don't write very many checks anymore, so it's even harder to remember. Yeah. Hope y'all are doing better than I am. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you all are being kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will catch you all in the next one. Happy eating, everyone. Bye.
Get him, Kit Kat. Get him. What are those books?